So yeah, let's check out. Oh, let's go through kill streaks real quick. This is the setup I was using for like Sabo, Demo, and CTF, just because short round-based and objective-based games don't expect to stay alive long. Spy plane, counter spy, really effective. Napalm, good to have for objective games. It's easy to get these three in a single life. Blackbirds are so effective in objective games, but I find that with as few of them as I get, it's better to just run a lower kill streak. A lot of times I will run Blackbird or something like that in an objective game, but I wasn't feeling the long streaks the other night. We were just trying to win, get quick wins, get our attack insertions near the objectives, and push, and this is kind of a better setup for that. In general, and you'll see from my stats what I really like to run. Spy plane, Blackbird, attack dogs is kind of my default. See him and kill him. Spy plane, counter spy plane, Blackbird is another one of my really big go-tos. Good for situational awareness. And it's nice to get gameplays with that because you know that you did it and not your kill streaks. But and then there's the old tried and true chopper gunner attack dogs. You see here what I've purchased this time through. Usually I'll use a few during a prestige. I won't, or if there's a contract, say for get like 3 Valkyries, I'll unlock it for that or something like that. Earn 2 gunships or something like that. That's when I'll tend to unlock stuff. But in general, I'll run spy plane, Blackbird, attack dogs, or spy plane, counter spy plane, Blackbird. But for objective games, I've been running this here. I don't really like care packages, sentry guns, Valkyries. Mainly because I don't like waiting on packages. Oh, and RCs, never purchased these. Even for contracts, I've never purchased those. When I get my last prestige, I will. Or, I've mentioned it before, one of these days I'm going to do a, see how annoying it is with RC cars, and I'm going to go into a game and just get as many of them as I can all at once, and then just start raining them at the other team, 8, 10 at a time. And, just fucking, take these goddamn RC cars! See what you do to me? But I've never purchased RC cars. I've had a couple prestiges where I've purchased everything except RC cars. But, yeah. If you use RC cars, chances are I hate you. So where should we start here? This is my emblem. The Ferrari emblem. I've seen several people use it. Mine's, I think, the best I've seen. Just because I put the Scuderia Ferrari abbreviations on it, which isn't as easy as it looks because there's not just an S and an F that look okay. So I had to build those. I'll just show you. So you kind of see I guess you can't really see the pieces, but yeah, to build the S and the F, I had to use some different stuff. But I like to run it with the wood grain background. Kind of makes it feel like it's a nice luxury car feel. So yeah, I love the Ferrari. Clan tags, I'll shift it around. Uber is typically what I run. I've been running noob a lot lately, or just kind of random crap. When there's a lot of us, especially if we all run the Uber clan tag, people will either 1, talk shit, or 2, leave the game because they don't want to play against a clan. Even though we're not really a clan, we're just a bunch of friends. But anyway, stay out of that whole thing. I set up to Uber for this video because that's typically what it's been in the past. Except Treyarch turned off the umlaut. I mean, I know that there's a lot of, disabling special characters, so I don't want to get on a whole tangent about people drawing dicks in their emblems versus people drawing dicks on their clan tags, but disabling special characters and then putting a pickle in the emblem editor so people can make dicks all day long seems a little counterintuitive to me, and I can't name my custom class Assault because it has ass in it, even though I'm the only one that'll ever see that, and yet dick emblems. I mean, I love that there's a reporting mechanism, but so many people have dick emblems, it can't be as effective as reporting it can't be as effective as it should be. Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. So, combat record. Yeah, let's look at that. Here we go. 4 days, 16 hours, 680 wins, 225 losses, 3 win-loss ratio. A lot of that has been inflated. It was around 2, maybe even a little less than 2, and when and then Sarah started deciding, Pip, as you may know her, Pip started realizing that she enjoyed TDM. When we first started playing Black Ops, a lot of the time we played Domination, because that's what she really enjoyed. She felt like she was effective capturing points because she wasn't as good at killing. So she felt more useful playing an objective. But as she's gotten a little bit better, she's enjoying team deathmatch more because being able to kill isn't as reliant on having good teammates, and capturing flags and domination. So since we've been playing team deathmatch, we've been winning 95% of our team deathmatch games, so our win-loss ratio has really skyrocketed. But yeah, that's what that is. Lifetime earnings, what's that, 1.7 million? Really? Wow, jeez, that's a lot. 27,000 in wager matches. I played one high roller wager match, which is the bulk of that, and I played a lot of little ante-up wager matches. I'm going to make a video on high roller wager match for... when I did that high roller wager match for going prestige. Most people have seen that tip, but it's a good one to know. In the money 47 out of 66 times. Again, mostly ante-up with friends, so I don't give a shit about that. Recent performance. Here you'll see the objective games Cage and I were playing. And in objective games, KD doesn't matter, But even then, if you play it intelligently, you can rush the objective really hard and still get an okay KD. I'm going to be posting that demo game where I got a 15.5, and believe it or not, I was not kill whoring. I was at a demo site, and the other team just could not kill me. I'm pretty sure I had host, and that helped. But you'll see. I mean, just with as many people as were running at me, they still weren't able to kill me. But yeah, usually if I'm playing team deathmatch, that line will be a little more constant, right around 2.83 KD, but it's sabotage, demo, and CTF. So most kills 64. I think that was a headquarters game. In general, I don't get that many high score kill games because I don't use chopper gunner much. I don't use dogs or gunships all that often. If you want to get a really high kill game, running Blackbird, chopper gunner, dogs, or Blackbird, chopper gunner, gunship is the way to go. I'm not interested in just kill whoring. So most assists 17. Yeah, suck it, Taco. 17 in a game. And that's Taco 2, by the way. Taco 1. You've never given me a hard time about assists, so. Most headshots in a game, 11. By the way, that most assists was in a domination game, so it wasn't like a team deathmatch with 17 assists. Most buzz kills, 15. 8 long shots. Again, never unlocked the tomahawk. Most Simtech sticks, 2. 13 Avengers, most backstacker medals. I don't knife very often, so 1 in a game is my max. Most paybacks, 12. Rescuers, 6. 1 shot, 1 kills, 5. That was probably the first game I used with sniper. You'll see when I get to my Dragunov stat, but I sniped, like the first week Black Ops was out, there was a 1 shot, 1 kill, or a long shot contract that I took for snipers, and I just never used it again. Most offense medals, 10. Defense, 12. Most positions secured, 11. Yeah, I capture flags. Go fuck yourselves, kill horse. Most positions secured, 11. Most flag pickups, 4. Most flag captures, 3. Those were empty like 3 nights ago until KJ and I went into those 2 games of CTF. Those 2 games of CTF that you saw on my record there are the only 2 I've ever played in Black Ops. So that's from those. Most flag returns, 6. We're playing the objective, man. Getting flags, capping them, return them. Most bombs planted, 3. Same thing, haven't played a lot of Sabo and Demo in Black Ops, but so these are from the last couple of games. Most bomb sites destroyed, 1 in a game. Bombs defused, 1. Diffusers killed, 2. Longest win streak, 50. When we first started playing Team Deathmatch, like really, when Pip kind of switched over, we went immediately on like a 50 win streak. And that streak ended because of a bullshit laggy game, but 50 wins in a row wasn't too bad for just kind of... It was mainly me, KJ, and Pip on that streak. Banky was in there a little bit. I think Sticky Buns was. But most of that streak was playing games me and KJ and Pip. Longest kill streak, 26. Again, not really into the kill horn and the long streaks. I'd rather keep the game going and get that win. Highest score, 5,000, and there's no really context to that. Best KD, 39. That's obviously a 39-0 or a 39-1 game. Highest accuracy, 85%. Pretty sure that was a shotgun game. Most medals, 68. Most kills with cook grenades, 5. Most kills with stolen weapons, 15. That was a pretty fun game. Most multi-kills, 7. Probably using chopper gunner. Most kills while crouched, 11. I'm surprised I don't have a higher total than that. I tend to, when I'm taking cover, crouch a lot, so I'm surprised 11's my max. Most kills while prone, 3. I almost never go prone, so that was probably for a challenge or a contract. Most kill streak rewards earned, 19. That's not bad. Weapons. KD, almost 2.4. It was 2.41 until we started playing objective games again. When we were playing, it was just over 2 when we were playing a lot of domination, because, again, objective games, kill death doesn't matter. If you care so much about these stats to keep your KD high, please only play TDM. If you care about your KD stat, don't go to objective games to boost the stat. I hate fucking people who think KD is important, even in objective games. It's not. So the kill death is only an indicator of how good you are at the game if there's a context of what games you play. So the leaderboards are probably more appropriate for that. I think if you want to get the best idea of how good someone is at the game, you got to look at the leaderboards and you got to see their score per minute for game types. That'll tell you how good they are at a game type, not overall. But 2.4 KD, 2,000 assists, 1,500 headshots, kill streak 26. Not a whole lot to say about this. Favorite weapon, FAMAS. For a long time, that was the M16, surprisingly enough. You'll see when we get to, well, it'll be here in a second, won't it? What weapons I use most. I'm a dick shooter. I think anyone who's serious about kills should be a dick shooter, i.e. center mass. In general, center mass would be the chest, but moving around corners, just the kind of the essence of first-person shooters in Call of Duty, the absolute center of the player model, right there around the crotch, is where you should where you should aim in general. It's your highest chance for consistent kills. Kill to death ratio. That noob tube, 2-0. I've only ever used the noob tube twice. Well, I've gotten 2 kills with it, but and one of those was just the other day. You may actually see it in one of the videos I post on maybe a demolition game where some guy was noob tubing me, pissed me off, so I picked up his noob tube and killed him with it. I've never purchased a grenade launcher attachment in this game, so those are both picked up noob tubes. Ditto with RPGs. I've never purchased an RPG, so that's picked up one, but get a couple kills with it, stop using it, and it's got that infinite kill death ratio. G11, wow, really? The G11's my highest. 3.26. The M60, 3.6. I'm surprised about that. The M60 I like to rush with and get in the middle of people, but I guess it's just beast enough. Crossbow, rarely use it. Again, well, no, I've probably used the crossbow a couple of times, so those may be from mine. I don't know if they'll be picked up crossbow kills, but FAL. You'll notice that the more accurate weapons, like the burst fire ones in my M16, will probably be here close too. Tend to have the highest KD. The more accurate the gun is, the better the KD. And also, the higher KD will be from the ones I don't use as much, especially in objective games. When I use a gun in an objective game, my KD with it goes down. Just natural. RPK, I don't like it, even though it's one of the highest KD weapons. Doesn't matter. You know, you got to play it a certain way to be effective with it. AK, Commando. Again, these are not my most favorite weapons towards the top. The ones I use more often, you'll see, tend to be lower KD. M14, M16. Khalil, 74U. I'm surprised the 74U is as high as it is, but you'll notice it's not the top one. People say the 74U is overpowered. No, it's not. If it was overpowered, it'd be at the top. But it's not. People say the G11's overpowered. I still don't think it is, even though it's at the top of my KD list, but I don't feel like there's really any overpowered weapons in Black Ops. So AUG, FAMAS. Wow, I'm surprised I got all these up over 2. MP5K, Spectre. Here we're below 2. The Scorpion, HK21, Uzi. Yeah, you can see there, I tried using the Uzi for a little bit to try and get something with it, but did not like it. And I've done some shotgun screw-around stuff. I've picked up the flamethrower off some people before. I don't think I've ever purchased it. Not that I wouldn't, because the flamethrower by no means is a douchey weapon. Matter of fact, you get killed by a flamethrower, I'm like, yeah, you killed me with a flamethrower. Infield, not a big fan of it. Just not. It's the fire rate's too slow, and there's just a little bit too much recoil. It's a bad combination. It's like a crappier version of the AK. It shoots too slow, too much recoil. I just don't like the infield. Dragunov, shotguns. Here you get down here into stuff that I use less. I've used the master key a few times, just kind of screwing around. It's not as effective. 1911 emergency backup, but I've got almost 100 kills with it. Ballistic knife, is that counting? That must be counting wager matches as well, because I've never used the ballistic match in a normal match. L96. Yeah, this must be including wager matches. Although it doesn't for accuracy. Oh yeah, I guess it would, because you don't use the dragon oven. Anyway, I'm spoiling that. Down below 1 KD, ballistic knife, L96, ASP, the law. Never used the WA2K, the Makarov, the Python, or the China Lake. I've never purchased the China Lake. The Python, I'm not a big fan of. Granted, I've not used it really. I've used it in like combat training and stuff like that. 1911 is my go-to-war pistol in this game. Python, too slow to reload, too few shots. It's got too much recoil. I mean, it's 6 shots is not enough to drop people consistently. I like the 1911 with extended mags, give me 14 shots. Oftentimes I'll need 8 to 9 just to put someone down. So 1911 extended mags is my secondary of choice. I'm surprised I've even used the ASP. It must be one of the default kits to have even 30 kills with it, or whatever it is. Accuracy, there you go. That Dragunov, I got, 4 or 5 kills with it, and I hit every single shot I took with it, and I haven't used it since like my first Prestige. That's why it's at 100%. It's not because I use it a lot and I'm good, it's because I fired it like 5 times and I got hits with all of them. Stakeout shotguns are always very accurate, so they're at the top. Shotguns and snipers. Pistols, same thing, because you only tend to use them in kind of closer quarter situations. Single shots, burst weapons, it's all very predictable. Single shots, followed by burst weapons. SMGs, because you're going to be closer to people when you're using them. And then here it kind of starts mixing up into LMGs and assault rifles as they get used more and more. I'm a suppressive fire kind of guy. If I think someone's going to be coming around a corner or something like that, I'll pre-fire. If someone's in an area, just to keep them away from teammates or to push them back, I will fire aimlessly just to kind of keep them from sticking their head out. So I don't push for a lot of accuracy. I waste a lot of shots, as you've probably seen in some of my gameplays. So 16-17%, not bad.